It's time for you to get dirty one more time. Dirty Jobs, part 3 today.
Where's Rob headed to?
This time we're going up on the roof to hang out with some chimney sweeps.
Here we go.
We went to brand new heights for this dirty job. We went up to the chimney tops. This is Daniel. He's been a chimney sweep for a long time now, and today he's my guide to the basics.
This is the top of the chimney, right?
Yeah, that's your chimney cap that is what's mounted on top of your flue.
Is it supposed to be this dirty?
Short answer is no. So, we break out the brushes.
So what do I do? Just kind of
Just squeeze it
put
in
it
there.
right in here?
Yep.
Just, all right, squeeze it on in here. Oh, that's not that easy. Oh, okay, so now it's all coming out. And then just pull it back?
Correct.
Pull it out. Yeah.
If you think secondhand smoke is bad, try secondhand soot. Daniel handles the actual chimney sweep, and sometimes he finds a few surprises in there.
I found a couple squirrels, ducks.
Ducks?
Yeah, I found a couple ducks, dead ducks.
I would imagine they'd be dead ducks.
That's it for the roof, but coming up we find out where all that soot and nasty stuff ends up.
What? Is that your hand?
No, that's actually Daniel's hand, but don't worry, I get my hands dirty too.
I'm like, he comes complete with the hat. That's
Yeah, they come
gross.
dressed for the job.
How gross was this? I mean, I think of chimney sweeping as being something where you're just going to be like engulfed in grease and grime.
Well, that's kind of what I thought too, which is why I set this whole thing up, but it's actually not as messy as you might anticipate. It's not like old school chimneys with just the brick and mortar chimney where, it just flies everywhere. Now with the liners and things, it's a little less dirty, but it still obviously qualifies as a dirty job. Did you notice, though, how agile Daniel and Paul is the boss there? They were just running around on the roof like it was flat, level ground, 2 inches off the ground. And then there's me.
Oh, I know. When I'm
Yeah.
on the roof, I'm just like, every step could be my last here.
Yeah,
it's
and
like
that was
walking
a
a tightrope.
two-story colonial. We're way up there. This guy's no problem. And Daniel's just hopping up on the chimney.
I can't imagine there are a lot of chimney sweeps these days.
Yeah, well, there's enough because people are getting back into doing wood-burning stoves and things like that to kind of cut their heating costs. So there are a few out there, but these guys are a class act, as you'll see. Coming up in just a bit, we even break into song.
All right, here's a little musical chimney
right.
sweep number from Mr. Haswell here at our next hour. Thanks, Rob. So from weatherman to grub man, yes, another installment of Rob's dirty jobs.
Let's see, you survived climbing chimneys.
All right. Running around up there on the roof.
Running around, and you're not a big fan of heights.
I don't mind heights, but yeah, once you get a couple of stories off the ground with nothing to stop your fall.
And you're standing, so it makes you,
Right, yeah.
you're not sitting on the roof.
Well, I was more like hunched and waddling, but that's a different
He
story.
is a chimney sweep here. Let's see
Right.
how he does.
Oh, my goodness. So that was all up there in my chimney.
Correct.
Oh, but wait, there's more. Our next step is to vacuum, but this isn't any ordinary shop vac, which is very important according to the boss, Paul Slife. Do-it-yourselfers, listen up.
I had a fellow that decided he was going to do it himself. And so he took his shop vac and he started cleaning it out. And in 10 seconds, he just had soot everywhere in his house.
So we could get dirtier if we wanted, but we'll use the special vac. Thanks just the same. Once the vacuuming is done, we have to take the fire bricks out and clean some more.
Now, here's kind of tricky because this is like a big puzzle. So when I take them out, I put them in the floor just like I took them out.
Right.
Or I'm going to be spending like hours trying to put it back together.
So this is like a big fireplace puzzle.
Correct.
Excellent.
It's fun.
I was never very good at puzzles.
Now this is it. This is the dirty part of the job.
Now more vacuuming. And then the bricks go back in. Daniel says this is the busy season in his business because we all leave it to the last minute.
Everybody remembers, oh, I have a fireplace. I have people coming over. I got to get that clean.
In our final segment, we'll take a look at our job with a very special camera that, well, might bring back memories for some.
This is giving folks who have had a colonoscopy really bad deja vu.
Oh,
That's
man.
kind of fascinating.
Was this the dirtiest part of that job? The vacuuming with all that stuff? Yeah.
This is the point where, you know, everything that got brushed down through the chimney liner is now in the fireplace, in the wood stove in this case. And, of course, you got to vacuum it up and everything like that. So that's about the dirtiest part of it. Now we get to see, with this cool camera coming up in our next segment, how well we did. And whether or not there are any holes in the chimney and things like that.
And earlier you were saying in the piece before that sometimes there are critters.
Yes, we didn't find any, but Daniel, he has found everything from, well, not soup to nuts, but from chipmunks to ducks.
You've been watching too much TV.
A lot of creepy crawlies. You can see Rob's cleaning the chimney sweep. Check it out. His dirty jobs, myfoxmilwaukee.com. Search dirty jobs if you dare. And more dirty jobs from Rob in our next hour. Speaking of dirty jobs.
Someone's got to clean up this place.
Boy, we're a mess.
We'll be
Cleaning
back.
me up. Oh, my job now. Okay, good.
Yeah, get to work. We'll be back right after this. It's time to wrap up Rob's day as a chimney sweep.
In the last segment, get things cleaned up, and you sing a chimney song?
Yeah, it's a big hit.
Oh, man, let's see this.
So far on this dirty job, we've gone up on the roof with our brushes,
There's one high-powered vacuum.
and we've vacuumed up the soot. So what's left to do? Well, nothing but check our work with a super fancy camera. This is Paul's part of the gig. By the way, he wears that hat to every job.
So, Paul, what do we got here?
A camera that we will run up into the inside of the chimney, and we're going to look at the inside of the chimney to make sure it's in good shape.
It's a good thing Paul's in charge. I can't even find the camera.
Oh, the camera's on this end of it.
Yeah, actually, we're going to be looking at it from downwards.
And away we go.
This is giving folks who have had a colonoscopy really bad deja vu. We're knocking loose some more stuff, I
Yeah, we're looking. Yeah, we are. You can see the soot coming, being knocked loose here.
A few moments later,
We're up inside the cap, and we're looking out.
Right, you see bushes right there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
it's a cool way to spy on the neighbors too, but that's another story. Looks like we've done our job well. Now, we just have to clean the stove door. Oh, and take a tip from old Sootface here. If you're cleaning a chimney and you get an itch on your face, just let it go. Let it go. Don't scratch.
Right now, as you can see, clearly a very dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, right? Thank you, Daniel. And thank you, Paul. And we've got the top hats. So you ready? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim tree. Something yada yada, we don't know the words.
Everybody knows the first line, and after that, not so much.
Yeah, the chim chimney part, we're good to go. Yeah.
They're like, let's not take this too far.
Sports, that's fine.
Tough,
Yeah,
tough job for those guys?
Yeah, I think it's a tough job. They've been doing it for several years, each of them, and they do wear the top hat and the tails to their jobs.
You got to look the part, right?
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Thanks, Rob.